Hey there, wonderful listeners. Welcome to Peter and Lyly with Podcast, your cozy corner for learning English and unlocking a better version of yourself one step at a time. I'm Lyly, your cheerful guide for today, and I'm so thrilled to have you with us.
And I'm Peter, your co-host, jumping in with all the energy to make this episode unforgettable. We're here to sprinkle some inspiration, share practical tips, and help you grow through English and beyond. Today, we're diving into a topic that touches every single one of us. Lyly, want to give him a hint?
Oh, absolutely, Peter. Today's episode is all about time, the one thing we all have, yet never seem to have enough of. We're asking a big question. How can you make every moment count? Too often, we let time slip through our fingers, and we want to help you stop that. Whether you're learning English or chasing a dream, this episode is your wake-up call to use time wisely.
That's right. Time is like treasure, priceless, limited, and oh so easy to lose if we're not careful. In this episode, we'll uncover why time matters so much, spot the sneaky ways we waste it, and share actionable tips to help you make the most of it, especially for boosting your English skills. Stick with us until the end because we've got stories, strategies, and a big dose of motivation coming your way. Ready, Lyly? Let's dive in.
Oh, I'm ready. Time's ticking, so let's make every second count. First, let's tackle the big question. Why is time so precious, Peter? I mean, we all know it's important, but why does it feel like such a game changer?
Great question, Lyly. Time is precious because it's the one thing we can't replace. We all get the same 24 hours each day, no exceptions. Rich or poor, young or old, time doesn't play favorites. Once it's gone for good. You can earn back money, find new opportunities, but time, that's a one-way ticket.
Wow, that hits hard. It's like time is the heartbeat of our lives. If we're not careful, we're letting life slip away. I'll admit, Peter, I've had days where I look back and think, what did I even do today? Have you ever felt that?
Oh, absolutely. I used to spend hours binge watching random videos or scrolling through my phone thinking I was just chilling. But at the end of the day, I felt empty, like I'd lost something valuable without even realizing it. I bet a lot of our listeners can relate.
Totally. It's so easy to fall into that trap. Like, you tell yourself you'll just check your phone for 5 minutes, and suddenly, poof, an hour's gone. That's time you could have spent learning new English phrases, reading a book, or even just doing something that makes you feel alive.
Exactly. That's why we're here to shake things up. Time isn't just a clock ticking, it's your chance to grow, to chase your dreams, to become fluent in English or whatever else you're aiming for. Think about it. Every minute you invest in yourself is a step towards something bigger. Isn't that exciting?
So exciting! So let's give our listeners a clear message. Your time is your power. Don't let it slip away. If you want to speak English confidently, start using your time intentionally today. Let's not wait for someday, because as we know, someday rarely comes.
Love that energy, Lyly. Now that we've set the stage, let's move on to the juicy part. How do we actually waste time? Because sometimes we don't even notice we're doing it. Stay tuned, everyone. We're about to shine a light on those sneaky time thieves.
Welcome back, friends. We're diving deeper into our Peter and Lyly with Podcast episode about making every moment count. We just talked about why time is like gold, rare and valuable. Now let's get real about the ways we let it slip away without even noticing.
Oh, this is a big one, Lyly. We all have habits that eat up our time, and the scary part, we often think they're harmless. Let's start with the biggest culprit, our phones. Hands up if you've ever lost an hour scrolling through social media. Guilty as charged here.
Same here. I used to fall down the rabbit hole of funny cat videos or endless news feeds. It feels fun in the moment, but afterward I'd realize I hadn't done anything meaningful. It's like my phone was stealing my dreams, one scroll at a time.
So true, and it's not just social media. Binge watching TV shows or movies, especially in a language you already know, can eat up hours. Now, don't get me wrong, relaxing is great. But what if you swapped just one episode for an English podcast or a short video in English? That's not wasting time, that's growing.
Love that mindset. Another huge time thief is procrastination. You know, when you say, I'll study English tomorrow, or I'll start that project next week. But tomorrow turns into next month, and suddenly you're stuck in the same place.
Oh, procrastination is my old nemesis. I used to put off practicing English because I thought, I need to be in the perfect mood. Spoiler alert, the perfect mood doesn't exist. The key is to start, even if it's messy. Action beats waiting every time.
So well said. And let's not forget overthinking. I know people who spend so much time worrying about making mistakes, like saying the wrong word in English, that they don't even try. That's time wasted on fear instead of progress.
Absolutely. Overthinking is like running in place. You're working hard, but you're not going anywhere. So let's sum up these time wasters for our listeners. You're scrolling endlessly on your phone, binge watching without purpose, procrastinating on important tasks, overthinking instead of acting, and spending time on things that don't move you closer to your goals. Sound familiar?
That's a wake-up call right there. But here's the good news. Once you spot these habits, you can change them. It's like flipping a switch. You go from wasting time to owning it. So, Peter, what's next? How do we help our listeners recognize when they're letting time slip?
Great question. Up next, we're sharing the telltale signs that you're wasting time. Things you might not even notice. Stick with us because this is going to open your eyes.
Welcome back to Peter and Lyly with Podcast. We're back diving into our Peter and Lyly with Podcast episode about how to make every moment count, especially when it comes to learning English. We've covered why time is so valuable and the sneaky habits that steal it. Now let's talk about the signs you're wasting time, because sometimes it's not as obvious as you think.
So true, Peter. One big sign is when you get to the end of the day and think, where did all my time go? You were busy, but you didn't do anything that really matters. It's like you were running around, but not moving forward.
Exactly. That's a classic one. Another sign is feeling drained or unmotivated, even though you haven't done much. Like you spent hours on your phone or watching random videos, and instead of feeling refreshed, you feel blah. That's a clue you're not using your time well.
Oh, I've been there. Another red flag is guilt. If you catch yourself saying, I should have practiced English today, or I meant to read that book, that's your brain telling you you're off track. Time well spent leaves you feeling proud, not regretful.
So good. And here's one more. If you're spending hours on things that don't light you up or help you grow, that's a sign. Like if you're scrolling through social media and feel empty afterward, that's your time betting for a better purpose.
Let's wrap up these signs for our listeners. You feel like the day flew by with nothing to show for it. You're tired or unmotivated despite not doing much. You feel guilty about missed opportunities, or you're stuck in activities that don't spark joy or progress.
Sound familiar?
I bet it does for a lot of us. But here's the exciting part. Noticing these signs is the first step to change. You're already halfway there just by listening to this podcast. Up next, we're sharing practical tips to take control of your time and make it work for you. Don't go anywhere. This is where it gets good.
Welcome back to Peter and Lyly with Podcast. We're on a mission to help you make every moment count, and now it's time for the fun part, how to use your time wisely. Peter, I'm so excited to share these tips. They're simple but life-changing.
Oh, I'm pumped too, Lyly. Let's dive in with tip number 1. Set clear goals. Without a target, you're just wandering. Want to speak English fluently? Great. Decide to learn 5 new phrases a day or practice speaking for 10 minutes. A clear goal gives your time purpose.
Love that. Tip number 2, plan your day. You don't need a fancy planner, just jot down 2 or 3 things you want to accomplish. For example, watch a short English video, practice pronunciation, or write a quick journal entry in English. Checking those off feels amazing.
So true. Tip number 3, tackle your most important task first. When you start your day with energy, use it on what matters most. If learning English is your priority, don't leave it for 10 p.m. when you're exhausted. Get it done early and feel unstoppable.
Yes. Tip number 4, cut out distractions. Put your phone on silent, close those extra browser tabs, and focus. I love using a timer. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. It's called the Pomodoro technique, and it's like a superpower for getting stuff done.
Such a game changer. And tip number 5, turn small moments into growth opportunities. Waiting for the bus? Listen to an English podcast. Cooking dinner? Practice new words. Those little pockets of time add up to big progress over weeks and months.
Let's recap these 5 golden tips. Set clear goals, plan your day, do the big stuff first, eliminate distractions, and use small moments to grow. These aren't hard, but they're powerful. You don't need more time, just smarter ways to use it.
Absolutely. And coming up, we're sharing stories of real people who transformed their lives by mastering their time. These will inspire you to take action, so stay with us.
We're back with Peter and Lyly with Podcast. And now it's story time. We're sharing real-life examples of people who stopped wasting time and started making every moment count. Lyly, kick us off with the first one.
Meet Sarah, a 22-year-old student who dreamed of speaking English fluently to study abroad. For months, she'd spend her evenings gaming or chatting online, always saying, "I'll study tomorrow." But tomorrow never came, and she felt stuck.
Been there. So what changed for Sarah?
One day she read a quote, "Time is the currency of life. Spend it wisely." It hit her hard. She decided to start small, 15 minutes of English practice every morning. She used an app to learn new words and watched English vlogs. A year later, Sarah's not just speaking English. She's confident enough to apply for her dream program abroad.
That's incredible. Next up is James, a busy dad who thought he had no time for English. He was always working or taking care of his kids, so learning felt impossible. But then he had a light bulb moment. He started listening to English podcasts during his commute and while doing chores.
Smart move. In just 6 months, James went from struggling to understand English to following conversations easily. He didn't find extra time, he just used what he had better. His secret? Consistency over perfection.
Love that. And finally, let's talk about Aisha. She used to spend hours scrolling through her phone, feeling like she was relaxing. But deep down, she knew she was avoiding her goal of improving her English for a better job. So she made a bold move. She swapped 30 minutes of scrolling for reading English articles every night.
And the result? Aisha's vocabulary skyrocketed, and she landed a job that required English fluency. She says it wasn't easy to break the scrolling habit, but now she feels proud every day. These stories prove one thing: you don't need a perfect plan, just small, intentional steps.
So inspiring. Up next, we've got tools and apps to help you save time and learn smarter. Don't miss it. This is going to supercharge your progress. Welcome back to Peter and Lyly with Podcast. We're wrapping up today's episode with a powerful message and some final tips to help you take charge of your time. Peter, what's the big takeaway you want our listeners to hold on to?
It's simple but life-changing. Your time is your future. Every moment you spend wisely is a brick in the foundation of your dreams. Whether it's mastering English, chasing a career goal, or becoming your best self, it all starts with how you use your time today.
That's so beautiful. Let's leave our listeners with a few daily habits to save time and stay on track. Habit 1, wake up 15 minutes earlier. Use that quiet time to plan your day or practice a few English phrases. It sets a positive tone for everything else.
Habit 2, make a short to-do list. Write down 3 key tasks each morning, like listening to an English podcast or practicing speaking. It keeps you focused and stops time from slipping away.
Habit 3, prep the night before. Lay out your clothes, pack your bag, or plan your study schedule. It saves you time and stress in the morning so you can hit the ground running.
And habit 4, avoid multitasking. Focus on one thing at a time, whether it's studying English or another task. You'll get more done and it'll feel so much better.
These habits are small, but they add up to big changes. Before we go, let's remind everyone, don't wait for the perfect moment. Start now. Even 5 minutes of intentional time today can lead to amazing results tomorrow.
Absolutely. Say it with us. Today, I choose to make every moment count. You've got this, and we're cheering you on. Thank you for joining us on Peter and Lyly with Podcast. If you love this episode, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more tips to grow your English and your life.
And let us know in the comments, what's one way you're going to stop wasting time starting today? We can't wait to hear from you. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and make every moment matter.